Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's the last week of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and DM of this original D&D adventure. To my left, we have
Akio,
Brenna,
Sherwood, and Milo.
And Greg.
So before I get too far into my little last time spiel, I want to say a few things. First off,
Don't say,
I can't look at you.
don't do these things, Reed.
First off, I want to say, please listen all the way through to the end of the episode. We will have information talking about what we're doing next.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ways
I didn't even know this.
No. So we're just going to talk about.
But we're not like gonna jump off the face of the earth after the episode.
Correct.
So there will be other things for you to look for.
There's stuff coming. We're going to go into full details on that a little bit later, but we'll give you a taste of what's happening at the end of this episode. So if at the end you hear the music and you just delete it, you're going to miss out on some stuff. So hang in there. So with that said, let's jump right into it. Last time on Sneak Attack, the gang began their final showdown with Valisar and his army of otherworldly foes by facing and defeating, I might add, the demon lord Malamet in front of the entire population of Brannis. In what was supposed to be a powerful display of force, Valisar's hubris was in fact his own undoing, and he put all of the citizens of Brannis together to fight back against him. The wizards rained down magic from afar, barbarians rose up to face the evil forces of Malamet's plague army, and the dwarves rode giant eagles in an aerial assault against Valisar's winged beasts. Once Malamet was defeated, Dathmeros Rain, demon lord of the Plain of the Damned, along with the dwarven deserter Diane, met the heroes to do battle with them. Meanwhile, Wester created a portal to the Plain of the Damned to rescue Sherwood Mossbeard, an original hero of Highrock, before he left the band. Would the group be able to defeat Dathmeros, Diane, and Valisar, and ultimately save Brannis? Find out right now. How's it going, everybody?
Heavy.
I got big plans, Reed.
Oh, fantastic.
Heavy in my chest.
I'm glad you didn't convey anything to me beforehand. You have no idea how hard it's been to write, trying to plan on all of your guys' big plans?
I don't have big plans. I have one plan.
A lot of expectations, Reed.
But
A
it's
lot
a
of
big
expectations
one
on
plan.
you to do exactly what all of us want you to do.
Yep.
Reed, don't screw up.
No.
No. It's
No.
easy. It's
If my
easy.
new character doesn't make it into this episode,
I'm saying it's not impossible, but we might be able to make it.
You're going to die right away and bring in another character.
Yeah. He's one of the townsfolk, starting at level 1.
I'm in the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd's part.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so as Akio, Brenna, and Graic stare down their most devious of foes, suddenly, vroom, a portal appears in the middle of this skirmish, and emerging from this void is Westra along with the gnome druid Sherwood Mossbeard. Woo! For a brief moment, everyone seems to freeze. Valisar, he lands. He was kind of like flying up in the air, directing the battle, commanding the troops. He lands further up the mountain, and he plunges his sword into its sheath. He's a little shocked to see him here. So he stops commanding his troops, and he just looks on in disbelief, kind of, both shocked and, to be quite honest, a little furious at what he is seeing. However, no one is more furious than Dathmeros. The sight of his most prized prisoner flaunting his presence twists his normally like calm and collected demeanor into a fit of rage. His eyes narrow, his fists clench like the Arthur meme, and he begins.
That's going to age well. Now I just picture Arthur.
So
He begins to move closer to the group. Dathmeros does, and he begins to move closer, slowly at first, before breaking into a full-blown sprint. And right as he's about to like barrel down on you, Milo, your amulet just instinctively bursts into life and repels the attack. So a big like burst of energy shoots out from this little like 30-foot diameter circle you guys have fixed for yourself, and it sends Dathmeros and Diane flying backwards. And once this light fades, you can see once more, rubbing the light from your eyes, and you see Milo like curled up into a ball on the ground, just huddled up into a little ball. And as you look around you, you see this projection of Sylvana has grown wings. And she herself is like bending down and wrapping the wings around you guys in a protective cocoon.
So we got a minute.
Correct. I'm going to give you guys just a little bit to kind of gather your thoughts. Maybe say something to your friend you haven't seen for a very long time.
We're at the airport lobby. I just walked
Do you need
down.
to go pick up your bag?
Wait, you're going to Vegas too?
Wait, what?
Greg slowly walks up to Sherwood
Okay.
and reaches his hands out, starts to touch his face. Just goes, "Is it really you?"
I slowly like push her hands on. Yes, it's me.
Sherwood! And he grabs him in a big embrace, like super big hug, lifts him off the ground. What are you doing here? And he sets him down.
Okay.
This lady let me out.
Hi.
Westra, you got him out of the plane of the damned.
Yeah,
Greg grabs Westra, lifts her off the ground, spins her around in a circle, and a big hug.
she starts laughing, and yeah, she's never really been like embraced like as a family or as friends before like that, so she's loving it.
You lass are remarkable.
How long have I been gone for? Did you go do the fish people?
No. We've been running since we got back. The end of the world is coming. And it's here. Welcome back.
Yeah, sure. Would you kind of look around you, and
The world is ending.
that projection of Sylvana is more translucent than anything, so you can see through it, kind of like wax paper. And you see this fiery visage of a towering man further up the mountain, and what just appears to be like destruction around you. Really desolate earth, no trees, no plants, no nothing, and then the ruined Highrock behind you. And you would remember Highrock from all the time you spent there.
So a little bit bigger than the fish people now.
Brenna, you want to catch him up?
I pull out my guitar and I start tuning, but I don't say anything.
Okay.
And I look at Akio.
I'll go over to Sherwood and I put a hand on his shoulder and I look at him in like a very understanding way, having been stuck in the plane. And I message him and say,
Excuse you, what? You do what?
I message him.
That's my thing.
He's pulling out all the stops.
Wait,
I quit.
You have to.
Kelsey flips the table. Not Brenna, Kelsey.
Indignant.
I say, welcome back, old friend.
You guys haven't seen each other for a long.
I will like kind of grin and just like kind of like punch his chest a little bit.
Sure.
And then I'll come in for a hug.
That's nice.
It's nice.
And
Reconciliation right before the end.
Yeah.
I'll
So it
definitely
pulls Akio
see.
back from the brink of turning evil. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Danny, sign
say-
this
you
contract.
suddenly-
He's winking.
Write this
Yeah.
down. Sign this
Suddenly
contract.
I have a flashback of falling off that eagle, and then I like shake my head back and
Your
forth.
hand charges a little bit. Easy, girl. Easy.
While you're hugging, you start electricity in your hand, like you want to just like. zap them.
I'll go up to Brenna and I'll put my hand on her hand as she's tuning the guitar, and I'm so sorry. I wasn't strong enough. I've been through that day so many times. I know it like the back of my hand, and there's so many things I could have done differently. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. I should have done things differently. But I hope I can do better now that I'm back, and I know I will, and I know I have a purpose, and it's been a long time, but I just hope that you can forgive me.
Brenna plays one chord. And you can tell that she's like tearing up a little bit. She goes, I was taught to sing heroic songs. And pauses. And legends brave and heroes strong. I never thought it'd be the one I knew. So I sing the tale of Sherwood. I'll only tell them of the good. And she looks at him. This is how I will remember you.
I'm crying.
This is how I do remember you.
Greg puts his arm around Akio, pulls him in, puts his arm around Brenna, and then gives a big hug of all four of them together, just like
And Brenna goes, this isn't about you, please.
all around Sherwood.
Dad.
Just like
Dad,
we're
leave.
fine. He's crying too. He's like, we're finally back together.
And then Brenna, when Greg releases, goes, you saved me. And I left home for someone like you. So, let's finish this, my hero.
I don't know how to take all this.
Do you say that? Comes with the territory, lad. Pats him on the back.
And she goes, that wasn't to you, Greg.
We're all heroes.
As we're all stepping on Milo.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still hot.
Is he okay? Like,
He's
does
okay.
he look hurt? Okay.
No, but in fact, he almost looks peaceful with his
taking a nap.
with his dog-eared hood on.
yeah.
You can see a glow on the ground underneath him from the amulet, kind of pulsing.
Okay.
So you know that whatever he's doing and Sylvana are doing are linked in some way that you
Okay.
don't fully understand.
So, to catch you up, that's Milo. He's a halfling that jumped into our team when we went on a boat, right?
You're going to love him.
He now has the amulet. And by the way, the amulet wasn't finished. It needed 3 stones. We got all the 3 stones, so it's finished. And now it contains the power of Sylvana herself, who we freed from the bottom of that, the Pearl in
That lake
Lorendale.
thing?
If you remember, we were there.
It was a
when
lake.
We were at Wizard Tower,
Yeah.
where the Death Mirrors thing started. And now, Balasar's been freed. He transported everyone in the world here to wage war. So that's what we're at right now. Malamat's dead.
I wrote a song about you.
So what's the plan now?
We don't have one.
We kill all the bad ones.
Sounds good.
Especially Death Marrows. You can take the final hit.
Perfect.
Defeat Valasar and do what we were initially set
Oh,
out to
and
Deliver
Tegan,
the ring.
And Tegan's evil.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Just in case you're wondering why we're trying to kill him. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good talk.
I trust you guys.
Okay. Cool.
So, as you guys are finishing this conversation, Greg, you just get done telling him that Balasar's back and you need to defeat him. You are interrupted by the sound of a trumpet blast, but it's coming like behind you near the base of the mountain where the ruined city is. And these flying creatures that Balasar summoned, they continue to create havoc in this backline. And as they're kind of swooping down and trying to like pick up people, and they're getting fought off a little bit by the townsfolk, several more horns go off, almost in a response to the first one. And suddenly you see emerging above these crowds of people, dozens of trees begin to grow rapidly, high above the sightline.
The druids.
And standing on a branch higher and larger than the others is the archdruid of the Evergrove, Vorik Thornbrush.
Yes.
He peers out over the landscape, and seeing Sherwood return to the land of the living has kind of breathed new life back in this crowd. People are kind of like brushing themselves off, planting their feet, banging on their shields. They're ready to go again.
Yeah.
And Vorik, once more, he puts his conch shell to his lips and sounds off to all the other druids that now is the time to go. And bursting forth from this wall of wizards and warriors, these hundreds of like moss and tree bark clad warriors, they just charge into the open battlefield. They're ready to wage war just head on. And while sprinting, dozens of them begin to change shape. A few of them turn into wolves, gorillas, bears, and two of the more decorated ones with a lot of ornate kind of moss and vine and almost like seaweed style jewelry hanging from them. They run and get on all fours and turn into massive mammoths. And they're all hell-bent on just taking down all of the forces of evil. So a few of them like climb onto the mammoths and then leap off, and in the air they turn into flying creatures and take to the skies. And they start immediately going after the big guys that are swooping down on this backline. And trees and vines and these walls of bramble, they all like shoot up all around the battlefield. And so some of Valisar's forces, they're like charging right at the citizens, where a wall of vines or like a big like hedge bush just pops up to divert their path and block them from getting attacked. And it seems like nature itself is finally like rising up in this place that's been dead for so long. It's rising up finally to defend Brannis. And as these druids charge forward, you can feel the earth below you start to like rock and shake. And it feels kind of like an earthquake. You think there might be something actually going on underground until you see dozens of rocks and boulders almost to get like shoved to the side and start tumbling down the hill. And it exposes this network of like tunnels and stuff like that running under the mountain. And then springing forth from these tunnels is an army of creatures
Not
with
like
fish
this.
heads
Not like
on human
this.
bodies. The fish people are going to help you guys. That's
Yes!
literally the only
They're-
reason why I brought you back here.
Their god is here.
Exactly.
And then Graic too.
So they charge towards your enemies. They've got weapons like really crude sticks with stones on the ends, weapons held high, and also banners that they're waving in the air as they're running. It's a dark blue banner with like a cream-colored small humanoid creature standing in front of a large black bear on two legs. And they're just charging forward, ready
My
to
mouth
wage
is
war.
just dropped as
Yeah.
I'm watching all this.
You've been in hell, and
I
now
know.
you're back to being worshipped.
I have a seizure and die because this is too much.
Death Metal, so I guess that problem solves itself. So at your presence, all these groups that have kind of just been historically vacant in the world's wars.
Yeah.
They've always kept to themselves, either below the mountains in a migrating kind of cluster of forest dwellers.
Yeah.
They're now seeing like, listen, now is the time. One of our own is here. We have to get involved.
That's
It was
awesome.
the call to action that they needed, and so now a whole new army has risen up to help you guys.
Is
so.
the dwarf druid that we met in Durhaven, is he among them?
Maybe I guess I didn't. What was that guy's name?
Varn, I think.
Oh yeah,
Varn Orbreaker, was it?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, because the episode title was a Varn Fine Druid.
Yeah.
We'll say he's there.
Cool.
That dude was dope, even though he could have died to some zombies.
He could have.
in
Yeah,
Fairfall,
yeah.
but
That's why I'm asking.
I'll say he's not. I'll
Cool.
say he's alive.
He's in the throng of
Yeah.
people fighting.
So I'm gonna give you guys like one more quick bout to like talk about what you want to do, and then we're gonna get right back into it.
Kill everything. No, okay, sorry.
This has been kind of bugging me. The dwarf lass, the one fighting with him, seems to be somewhat of a leader. I can't shake it, but she looks familiar.
Do you want to talk to her?
I think I need to engage with her, yeah.
So I have our initiative order from last time. We're just gonna stick right with that. Sherwood, I'm going to replace Milo's position with yours.
Okay.
So you'll just jump right in because he's focused right now.
He should make flowers grow on the battlefield as his first turn. Didn't he do something like that?
That's exactly how it started. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of attacking, he just like sat down and grew flowers.
No.
Okay.
Greg feels less of a pull to fight Dathmeros because he doesn't really feel like
I get that.
everything Dathmeros took from him is back. So
I get
there's
that.
no. He doesn't feel as vengeful.
Okay. So Dathmeros, he kind of he gets up off the ground and starts brushing himself off. He just got knocked back by that kind of barrier protection blast that the amulet put off. And he gets up and he walks over to the barrier and like sticks his hand through, and he's able to he realizes it's not impenetrable, at least not to him so far as he can tell, and he moves through and is gonna try and grab Sherwood.
Oh, not gonna let that happen.
Okay, so
If we can help it.
you guys are all standing kind of in a cluster, so I want to know position wise. We'll say that Dathmeros is just coming from the front, down the mountain towards you guys. So tell me, you 5, Wester included. I'll position her obviously. Where do you guys want to be standing? And
I would assume I'm in the back.
okay,
I would put myself in the front.
Akio.
Left or right or middle.
Where's... I'm trying to picture. So Deathmarrow is coming down.
Yep, from the front.
Then there's Sherwood.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay. I would say Akio hasn't moved too far away from Sherwood and Greg from when we were doing the group hug.
Okay. So okay,
Put me right behind Greg.
okay, like a 2-1-2 defense in basketball.
That's my sport.
I know that was just for you.
I got it. Did you, Josh?
Nope.
Sports.
So I'm going to put Grayek and Akio kind of at the front line. Brenna and Wester in the back. And then Sherwood will be right in the middle, like he's guarding the post.
Don't stay in the paint too long.
Yeah, even on defense, it's a penalty now, which is stupid.
It's a penalty now.
So
Yeah, stupid sport rules.
Dathmeros is going to have to move past both you and Grayek, Akio, have to part between you guys to get to Sherwood. So, Greg, if you want to do something to try and prevent that, I'll let you act right now.
Yeah.
You can just you can try and block him. I won't let you take your action, but you can block him.
Oh, gotcha. Just move in front.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do something.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to attack him right now.
Okay. My thought was to slam the ground and crack it open in front of him.
Oh, okay.
But, if I could do with my hammer.
Probably have to do that on your turn.
Okay, cool. I'll just move in front then.
Okay.
So that I'm kind of standing between him and Sherwood.
Okay. So he's much in the same way that he just walked through with some kind of focused determination through Wester's portal and backhanded her.
Yeah.
He's going to try and just backhand you,
Okay.
which is I'm going to need a strength.
Okay.
Actually, Constitution, sorry. Constitution saving throw from you
Okay.
against his attack. Oh, sorry, dude.
20?
Natural 20.
You did a natty 20?
I got a natty 20. Right off the bat, first roll.
Rage doesn't give me advantage on those, right? Just strength?
Just strength, yep.
Okay.
So, as he walks past, you kind of stand in your way and you kind of puff yourself up a little bit.
Yeah.
You got your hands on your hammer.
I rolled well.
Oh, yeah. You're feeling very confident.
Yeah.
And just right across the face, you're going to go flying a little ways.
Okay.
You're not going to take a ton of damage, but it's just more to displace you.
Gotcha.
So you take 8 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and you go flying probably 10 feet to the side.
Okay.
And
Am I still in the bubble or am I outside it?
no, you're still in the bubble.
Okay.
And yeah, so the bubble is 15 feet in every direction from the point of Milo.
Okay, cool.
And Milo is just pretty much next to you guys, but he just looks like a little puppy.
Just a little puppy.
So at this point, Grayek, you get knocked to the side, and walking in, kind of at an angle, but more your direction, is the dwarf female, Diane.
Okay.
And she's hefting her hammer in her hand as well, and she's just staring you down. She's not focused on anyone else.
Okay.
So what she's going to do is she kind of takes her hammer and swings it around her head a little bit, and you can see it almost starting to create this arc of light
Okay.
as she's spinning it. And then after a few seconds, it starts charging up, and she slams it into the ground, and 4 rock walls shoot up around you.
Really wants to be alone.
She wants you to be isolated.
Yeah.
And so they shoot up around you 20 feet high like a prison.
Uh-huh.
And you are you don't take any damage. She doesn't do anything with it, but
Okay.
you are confined for the moment. So, Sherwood, that feels weird.
It's not an accident. You're not
Yeah,
saying
I know,
accidentally
I know.
this time.
You have Dathmeros 5 feet in front of you, and he's next to your friend Akio. What do you do?
I'm gonna smirk a little bit at him, and then I'm gonna shift into a bear.
Perfect.
Brown bear, 250 pounds.
As you do, you hear the horns of the druids go off behind you once more. There's like they feel great that they're you're living up your truest potential right now. And Dathmeros, he's pretty satisfied with that sight. To him, it almost seems like I'm gonna it gives me a few more blows that I can put into you before I send you back where you belong.
Is it a medium beast?
Yeah,
Or can I do large yet? Or I wasn't able to do large.
it's all about challenge rating.
Oh, really?
So-
that's fine. Black bear.
Okay.
I like that better.
Brenna.
I would like to target Dathmeros,
Okay.
and I would like to try and use Andrea.
Oh, okay. So he needs to roll a wisdom saving throw.
No, I can't. I already blinded.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
Thank you
being
for
honest.
Thank you for being honest. I would have remembered like an hour
Bonus?
later.
Bonus? No? Okay. That's fine. I tried.
Lying in bed. she had already blinded.
I'm never buying her a birthday present ever again.
Your birthday present was the blind.
That would be a 19.
19 is a hit.
Thanks, Sylvana.
That's interesting. You don't normally think, Sylvana.
Well, I recognize that Ophelia thinks that we're worthless.
Pretty much.
7 damage.
Okay. So, as Dathmeros just finishes backhanding Greg, sending him flying across the dirt, Brenna, you loose an arrow and it sinks right into his shoulder. And he just looks down like at the arrow, then back at you. And then while staring at you, he just like snaps the arrow at the end and tosses it down like it just does not matter to him at all.
Can I say my cutting words now, but use the roll next time he tries to do something as a reaction?
You sure? You just want to say the words now? Like, okay.
And say, oh, does that not bother you? I hope you continue to feel it.
Sure.
Because he left the arrow on.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
That's
want to clarify for everyone.
Got him.
Because he left the
I'm still picturing Arthur
great.
just snapping an arrow off that yellow sweater, throwing it down,
And then making the fist.
fist clench.
So, okay.
He's going DW.
Wow.
That brings us to Greg then.
Okay, and I'm in this little thing by myself?
Yeah. So she just
Okay.
made 4 walls around you to like section you off from everyone else.
Okay. Well, with my new hammer,
Okay.
I will blow away one of those walls
Sure. Yeah.
with the besiege feature.
Yeah, which is just an ability you can use to destroy objects or structures.
But it's against a DC set by the DM.
Yep.
So I just roll like an attack.
Correct. Roll an attack, DC 10.
Okay. 14.
That's definitely more than enough. So
Awesome.
you very like calmly, you just look at the hammer like it's like you fully understand how it works.
Uh-huh.
And you reach out and just touch the head of the hammer to this stone wall.
The one facing Diane.
Sure. Yep.
I want her to I want to be able to go towards her.
Okay. Yeah, and as soon as you make contact with the wall, you like focus all of the hammer's energy through your arm, through the hammer, and out the front of this wall like a cannon blast. And it just shoots forward with debris and shrapnel and rocks and everything. It's flying her direction. She'll roll it. She like rolls out of the way
Okay.
as all of this rocks and debris starts flying at her. And she kind of looks up a little wide-eyed like, oh, like I just used my hammer's like special thing, and like he just blitzed right through it. So you can. I'm going to give you like another thing you can do if you want.
Can I talk to her?
Sure.
What's your place in all this? I don't think we've met outside of these fights, but I feel like I know your face.
My place in this is not important. All you need to know is that hammer you wield will soon be mine, and you will suffer the same fate that Baldric did.
The Forge Master. What you do to him?
And she like spins her hammer in her hands a little bit in front of you, like showcasing
Yeah,
that.
like he clues
Yeah.
in.
She goes, The dwarves have been lying to us for centuries.
What are you on?
And she then just picks herself up and she's going to get ready to attack you again. So,
Okay.
on her turn.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
I'm raging.
Yeah.
What else could I do?
You haven't really moved or anything, so I didn't know if you just wanted to like charge in after or something.
Yeah, do I feel like they got the Death thing handled?
I don't think you could adequately say even all 5 of you would have the Death Marrow situation
Yeah.
handled right now.
So I'm just gonna keep her occupied, so they only have to deal with
That
him.
seems smart. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just kind of prepare.
Okay.
For be ready for whatever she's got.
So did you want to move or no?
I'll move towards her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I want her to feel the threat of me
sure.
coming after her.
I think too, part of you would also realize like it'd be good to try and create as little distance between you and her to not get walled off again.
Yeah.
So that's smart. Okay, Akio, you are like right next to Dathmaros and a black bear.
I am going to reach around behind me,
Okay.
rip off a patch,
Oh no.
Yes.
and then just start throwing it at Death Marrow.
Horse.
I need the
The
DM.
DMG?
DMG.
I thought I brought it over.
Gosh,
Anybody
dang
see the DMG
it.
one?
The one thing I cannot plan against.
I have it on my phone. I'll just look it up.
Here it is.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead and roll those dice, Akio.
21.
Why'd you get so excited? You seem like...
Well, I saw the 1, and then I
Oh.
saw a 0.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you rip off this patch, you throw it at him, and as it starts spinning through the air like a ninja star, it like morphs and transforms into a giant iron door,
Yes, again.
Got him!
and it like gongs him right in the dome. So he's gonna make like a
I
saving-
say, "You want the noodle?"
oh no, he rolled really low. All right, he gets domed by an iron door. And go ahead and roll me 2d10 for bludgeoning damage.
You just domed the Demon Lord Death Maros. Lots of D's in that sentence.
Ooh, 17.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I see gigabouts.
So, like Marshall Brady just gets rebounded off of his head, this giant iron door, and he just goes like flying backwards, gets knocked to the ground. Luckily, the door doesn't land on him. It just kind of like skids across the ground and starts sliding slowly down the mountainside. And he's just like on the ground rubbing his head like, what the heck just happened? But he gets back up and just looks like he's got like fire in his eyes. He's just like, he's furious right now. Anything else you want to do, Akio?
I think the Power Rangers did this when they get in their pose and stretch their hand out and like wave him on. Like, come get some more.
That's like every kung fu
Yeah,
movie.
like Neo in the
Okay.
Matrix, Bruce Lee, like that's a very... Okay, yeah. You're really just embracing like the Asianness
I'm
of your
going full
character
tilt.
right now.
I'm going full tilt.
Okay. It is Westra's turn now. And she okay, I know what she's gonna do. So she's kind of just like hot stepping in the background. She's just like bouncing back and forth, trying to stay agile, trying to stay on edge because she doesn't know where she's gonna get attacked from, it seems. And she sees this iron door just dome off of Dathmaros and starts sliding down the mountain. And she clenches her fist real quick and then throws her hand towards the direction of the door.
Yes.
And all of a sudden the door just looks like it like sinks into the mountain. And a few seconds later, you see it fall from the sky, and it's gonna try and crush Diane. I'm gonna give her a dexterity saving throw roll with disadvantage because she's not even gonna see it coming. Oh no, she rolled a 10. Yeah, she's. Keel, go ahead and roll me 2 more d10s as this door.
Oh,
Yahtzee.
19.
Holy crap!
So strong, so powerful.
Where are these rolls like 155 episodes ago?
How many more iron doors do you have? Was that the last one?
That was a random patch I threw, so
They're all
I have
random.
4 more patches.
Or are they always a random thing?
No.
For Iron Door, they are.
Yeah, there are fixed ones like daggers, lanterns, mirrors, poles, rope, and a sack. But all of his random patches are just like
How many more
I
random
have-
patches do you have?
I have 4 random patches and 1 lantern patch.
Gotcha.
I love that you actually still have that documented. That's been so long since we've had
I
that.
know.
Keep track. My notes just say
You look like a
4 random
homeless
patches,
person.
1 lantern patch, no more pole patch.
No more pole patches.
Nope.
Big old can of nope.
All right, it is the next turn of combat, and kind of like looking around, you see the druids and the fish people just start doing work. They're going through this crowd of minions, and they're just laying waste. So they start colliding with these dark forces. They're pushing them back away from the citizens of Brandis into like a kind of focused choke point between 2 steep slopes of the Willow Peaks. And the fish people, they're fighting with like a ruthless tenacity. You don't see out of more sentient humans. They drop to like all fours and just start charging in because that's
Kinda
what
terrifying.
That's what bears do.
Oh my gosh.
And
They choose their god so quickly.
and
They're smart.
I wonder what Drapidanx was originally.
a Drapidanx was totally made up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They made that one up.
And the Umkan, the archpriest down there, he just like fashioned it together as something to like.
Oh, okay.
He made himself the leader of
Yeah.
the group by like saying, "Hey, this is our god now." And they're like, "Oh man, he found our gods. He must be important."
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like reigned over them for a long
Okay,
time.
okay.
I can say that because there's never any there's not going to be any other resolution there. So
There's a part of me wished it was just a one-eyed person.
6 arms, 4 arms, 1 eye. Yeah. Anywho, so these enemy troops that are kind of getting like funneled into this choke point, they're just falling by the hundreds. With the druids just taking them down, the fish people just going crazy at them. These dark like wyvern style flyers, they're just dropping like stones from the sky. These dwarf fighters are air jousting them and just clubbing them to death.
Awesome.
So you're just seeing like all this kind of like death and destruction reign on the bad side. So like this is really empowering for you guys.
Yeah. The
And
tides
so-
are turning in our favor.
It seems like it. And you're not the only one to feel that way. Valasar realizes that this game has kind of gone on long enough. And he realizes that there's no hope left in recruiting these rebellious citizens of Brandis to serve him. So he stops directing his troops entirely. And he just takes to the sky. And he starts flying towards the ruined city of Highrock. And as he starts passing overhead the citizens, they start scattering as much as they can. But he pulls out his sword and just drags it along the ground behind him. And you just see hundreds of citizens go flying, sending bodies cascading every which direction, people screaming. I mean, the sword is the size of a Buick in width. And so he's just smashing through hundreds of people at a time. So screams of panic starts like erupting from the back line, and the group begins to scatter and disseminate, and he passes by a few more times with hundreds more dead. He lands back on this elevated platform containing your group. So you guys, he's like right in front of you guys now, right in front of this barrier that Sylvana has protected. And he stands up slowly, and he kind of like grips his sword tightly in his hands in front of him, and he's just like, he's ready to go once more. But we're gonna go back into the turn order here. So
Oh.
again, just as soon as you think you've gained an inch, he pushes you back a foot.
Got
So
a magical dwarf and a demon lord to deal with. And then we
Yeah.
have the David Battle Mage.
We have more than that. We have a treasonous little.
He's not around.
Oh, he's gonna be around. It's not my turn yet.
So, it is Death Marrow's turn, and on his turn, he kind of just pushes past you, Akio. He doesn't so much care that you're there. He's not even interested in like hurting you. He just wants to go straight to this black bear that's sitting in front of him. He reaches down and he kind of tries to like grab you by the scruff of your neck, the back of your neck, Sherwood. And as his fingers touch your skin, you feel like a dark type of presence fill your body, like, and you're immediately transported mentally back to the plane of the damned. And you are just, even though you're not seeing it and having to act out that scene of killing Brynlin's dad and all that stuff, or Brenna's dad, having to kill Brenna's dad, it feels like you're there again. and those emotions, that energy, it just comes like coursing through you, and you can feel like what feels like your life getting sucked out of you, just siphoned into his fingers. Does an 18
Oh yeah.
beat your AC as a bear?
Yes. yes.
Okay. So you just start feeling like it almost feels like you're shriveling. You're not changing shape or anything like that. It just feels like you're getting reduced. And you're going to take some. All right. You take 13 necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points as a bear is reduced by 18.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Well, actually, I don't think it can exceed the damage dealt. So it goes down by 13.
Okay.
And that's all he can do.
That seems like a lot.
It's not a small amount.
No.
So Diane, it is her turn, and she is going to flip the hammer upside down so the head is at the bottom, and slam it twice into the ground. And Greg, as you do, you feel the earth below you kind of give out a little bit,
ooh,
and kind of create like a concave, like a hole that you're falling into.
yeah.
Not like 50 feet. Like you're not just
Sure.
gonna like instantly die, but you can feel it like giving way underneath you. I'm gonna let you roll a dexterity saving throw to avoid it, to like move out of the way before it completely envelops you and you're down quite a bit.
5.
Okay. As soon as you try and plant your foot to sustain your footing, it just gives out underneath you and you tumble backwards a little bit.
Okay.
And as soon as you fall backwards, she immediately flips the hammer right side up again, and starts swirling it around her head again, and you can see the dirt and earth kind of like start to reform on top of you.
Oh, gotcha. She's trying to bury him.
It's trying to bury you.
Okay.
So,
That's cool.
she hasn't there's no game mechanic, she's not doing two actions at once. You can just tell that's what she's starting
Sure.
to do.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're gonna have to bust out of anything.
No, I'm honestly, Greg just doesn't know what her aim is. Like, if you want the hammer, you gotta come and get it.
I think
Like,
that's what she wants for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Can't keep blocking me off.
well, I think from her perspective, and you're probably picking this up as well, is that she just needs to protect herself long enough for her to get assistance.
Oh, okay.
After seeing because really all she can do is manipulate objects and
Yeah.
and organic stuff. So
Yeah.
Or not organic stuff of the earth.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so as soon as she realizes that you can just immediately destroy whatever it is that she's built up around her, she needs to play defense now.
Gotcha.
In survival mode. So that brings us to you, Sherwood. And like I said, right now, those thoughts of the plane of the damned are running through your brain. That's all you can think about.
Okay, I'm gonna let out a big old roar,
Okay?
and I'm gonna try and bite and then claw him.
Okay.
Death Mares.
Multi-attack. I
Yep.
love it.
Ooh.
22.
That's a hit.
5.
Okay?
7 for a claw.
7 is unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
So, with his hand on the back of your neck, you turn real quick and you lock your jaw around his arm. And he pulls back and cuts himself up along the arm, and the sleeve of his suit jacket now looks shredded right there. And when you go to claw him, he just kind of takes a minor step backwards and then resets himself. So, anything else you want to do? Okay, Brenna, you're up.
I'm gonna pull a Josh.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna appeal to you, and you're gonna say no, but it would be so good for the story, Reed.
Think about the story, Reed.
I'm gonna cast Sending
Okay.
to Tegan,
Sure.
and I'm gonna say, "You coward! You've always been a coward. Come fight us, you coward!" But I'm also gonna try and use Vicious Mockery at the same time, which is a cantrip.
What's the range on Vicious Mockery?
No, it's only 60 feet. But Sending, the range is unlimited.
Right, I know that.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Tell me, Reed, what are we doing?
I'm gonna let Tegan roll a Wisdom saving throw, because that's Vicious Mockery, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna let him roll a Wisdom saving throw with advantage
Okay.
to save from the Vicious Mockery, but he definitely hears you.
As long as he hears me. I don't care if it actually causes him damage. I just want him to think about how much of a coward he is.
We're gonna have a lot of bad people on our hands.
Oh, I don't care. I'm fighting him.
16.
It meets.
Okay. So, you hear back after a few moments of silence. After this is done, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you like I killed her.
Oh, that was 22 words, I think.
And Brenna says out loud, because she's not going to waste a spell on this. Bet.
Prove it.
Prove it.
All right. That brings us to you, Greg.
Can I...
You've sunk.
Yeah. Can I, from my sunken place, sunder the ground in front of me and cause her to fall into the rift?
I love it.
Okay.
Go for it.
We're going to battle in the earth. So I use... so as an action, strike the earth with a mighty blow and uproot the very foundation. A 5-foot wide chasm through the ground. So I think she has to roll a save of her own.
She does.
I can't remember. I think if you said it was Dex or Con or
It's
what.
dexterity. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no. She rolled a 3. So that gives her a 5. And so as she's trying to cover your hole with earth and dirt once more, it looks like the hole just splits and gets even wider, shooting straight at her.
Awesome.
Like it's Tremors. She's Kevin Bacon. You're the Tremor.
I am the Tremor.
So go ahead and roll the sundering damage.
21.
Okay. So she gets knocked way back, completely caught off guard, completely unprepared for this attack. And I'm going to roll a saving throw for her to see if she maintains possession of
Oh, the
the
hammer?
hammer. She does. As her body goes flying backwards, her grip stays sure. Anything else you want to do?
Can I spend my movement to climb out?
Yeah, so you almost make like stair step style.
Oh, awesome. So I can move towards her.
Yeah, so you stun her and you charge right up after it.
As the ground is
Yeah.
just shifting, I start climbing up
Yeah.
it. I love that.
Cool. So, Akio, that brings us to you. You've got Dathmeros right next to you, Valasar on the other side of the bubble, and Diane next to Greg.
I'm gonna throw another patch at Deathmare.
Okay. Just going all in on these patches.
Gotta unload them.
Let's go. Let's go.
49.
Throw a horse. Throw a horse.
So, Akio, you grab a patch off a different location, this one off your left side. You look at it, you're just like, come on, something good, something good. You toss it at Dathmeros, who just recoiled after getting bitten from Sherwood Bear. And that sounds like Brenna's brother. And you kind of toss it over his head like a frisbee rather than a ninja star this time. Kind of gets lost in the smoke and haze for just a brief moment. Then you hear a as this horse collapses on the ground. For
real?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actual a riding horse with saddlebags.
I'm glad that it makes that clarification
Yeah.
with saddlebags.
Yeah.
Carry all your things.
That's right.
Is it Chuck?
Chug.
It's Douglas. So, a horse lands on all four legs like Bambi at the beginning of Bambi. It goes sprawled out everywhere, and you just see like a loafer and a nice suit arm sticking out from underneath this horse, and he's at this point he's just like very upset at the world. He's like,
And it's plain.
I know, he's like, I leave the comfort of home and I get treated like this. I'm a demon lord.
Not here, you're not. You're a demon.
So I'm gonna say it doesn't damage him, but he's like pinned now. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Akio?
Nope.
Besides ruin my plans, that's fine. That brings us to Westra, she just busts out laughing. She thinks this is the funniest thing she's ever seen, but she's sufficiently terrified at Valasar landing right in front of you guys, and she's kind of concerned that no one is acknowledging the fact that Valisar's right out there.
I was in the ditch.
No judgment.
To be fair.
No judgment.
I'm a bear.
He's a bear. He's throwing horses. You're underground.
She's thinking about her ex.
Yeah. So it's
Stop! Just because your butt hurt that I didn't have a thing with you doesn't mean you can call other people my ex. Jeez.
so Westra, she kind of like powers down the suit a little bit. Doesn't go all the way out, but she just kind of stops focusing on that connection and runs over to Milo and just starts shaking him violently, like trying to wake him up, like, hey, we need you right now.
Yeah.
And he finally like rouses back to consciousness, and you see his amulet kind of flicker, bright, and then poof, like burst back to life, and it just this shockwave kind of energy. It doesn't knock anyone back, but just kind of like shoots out across the battlefield. Milo stands up and like pulls his dog hood back a little bit, and he kind of stands up and just like completely ignoring Westra, the bear, the horse, everything else around him. He just stares straight up at Valisar in the face. And he walks forward with this like fresh determination, like fire in his eyes.
I'm being dragged in. I'm like, no.
Mike's like, no,
Let
what
go
are
of my
you doing? What are you
character.
doing?
No,
Reed,
Milo
let
doesn't
go.
want to do that.
No, wow, that wasn't.
Not my Milo.
You can play one. Who do you want to play right now?
Oh, okay.
No.
It's not fair.
So, I'm not going to kill him.
I know.
You better not.
Not
or
now.
We're gonna have beef,
I mean,
Reed.
it could always be like Sylvana's kind of using him as a vessel.
I mean,
Wow, thank you for
yeah.
the exposition, Josh.
that was the idea. So, as Milo walks forward, he clenches his fists in his hands into fists in front of his chest, and materializing in his hands is this sword made of pure divinity magic. And with the projection of Sylvana standing up and mirroring his every move, she begins to glow brighter and brighter and brighter. She's cutting through the smoke and the ash that's kind of filled this mountain, and it's piercing through with this brilliant white light. And Valisar kind of plants his feet in the ground. He's ready for this. Like, okay, me and you, this is exactly what we've been building for this whole time. And as Milo raises his hands above his head with the sword clenched tight, the light emanating from Sylvana, it finally just explodes into like glorious radiance, and everything just gets illuminated for miles. And Valisar, he has to lift his hand at the last second to like cover his eyes. At that moment, Milo just begins putting blow after blow into the armor of Valisar, just striking over and over, dealing just crazy attacks to this creature that really just wants to enslave everybody. And so light explodes after each impact, just sending crashes of thunder throughout the valley, like lightning strikes each time. And finally, after like 5, 6, 7 blows, just one after another, Milo finally stops and takes a breath, and Sylvana does the same. And the light kind of dims back down to reveal that Valisar is like holding his side with his hand. And he pulls away his hand to examine the wound, and you realize, the 5 of you who have kind of stopped what you're doing to look up at this cosmic battle going on right now, you realize that only a small piece of his armor has been compromised. And he kind of looks down at his armor, at his hand, and then looks back up at Sylvana, and he just lets out this mighty roar of satisfaction, like that was the best you had.
Hey.
So as he does, his wings kind of shoot out and burst into flames, brighter than they've been before, and you feel this intense heat blast just hit you right in the face, and begins to even like singe the hairs from your head and face and arms. And Valisar, with a sword of his own, just begins to return blow after blow against Sylvana, just swing after swing, blasting off of this projection, cascading sparks and fire all throughout the mountainside. At the end of his flurry of attacks, all the dust and smoke is kind of settled. You see kneeling before you like a bent and broken Sylvana, and she's covered in burn marks and covering her robes and her hands and her face, and she turns to look at the group, to look at the 5 of you, and she's got a look of genuine panic on her face. She realizes like the absolute futility of trying to face him head on, and she now knows what you guys had all heard before, is that there is no stopping him. So that's the world's turn.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for
listening,
joining us.
everybody.
I'm Kelsey, your DM and host of Sneak Attack
Just
Podcast.
remember, life is futile.
to my
Hope for
left, we
nothing.
have. to my
Our
left,
parting
we have
words, don't try
Sad.
anymore. It's worthless.
Just give up.
So,
I've got ideas. Let's just keep going.
that brings us to Death Marrows.
Okay.
He's not welcome.
Let's
here.
let worse get worser.
Right. Unfortunately.
Worser is not a word.
I'm pretty sure I read it in Tolstoy once.
You've read Tolstoy.
Yeah.
And
Dostoevsky.
You have not read Tolstoy.
I know for
or-
a fact you can't read.
I know for a fact that I bought you a bunch of books and you haven't cracked a single one open.
And they were
so-
little golden books, too. How dare you?
You haven't even read Cinderella, so.
Okay. So it is Dathmarrow's turn, and immediately, Dathmarrow's just like takes his hand and throws the horse off of him, rolls to the side. And he backhand people like 50 feet through the air. Like, he's a
know.
strong dude.
But it's a horse
Akio was
breed.
basking in his moment, and then Death Mouse just throws it off like it's a stuffed animal.
Sorry. And
This is the end.
he stands up to his feet and can dust himself off and looks up and sees Sylvana in a state of panic disarray and gets a big old smile on his face. He knows what's coming. And so he reaches down around the neck of Bear Sherwood and tries to like pick you up to your feet. And he once again, Sherwood, this like double the intensity. You feel like you're right back there. Like as he's sucking the life from you, you're sucking the life out of Brynlin, and it's consuming you right now. Everything that's all you can think about, that's all you can feel is actually did the math, I think 51 years you spent replaying that moment. So I have the actual number of times he had to redo it over and over and over as well. It's in the millions. Oh boy, yep. 26. So you're going to take some more 20 necrotic damage. And your HP maximum is reduced by 20. Does that take you out of bear form?
I'm at 1.
Okay.
In bear form?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't get any more.
No. I can go back to 1.
Okay. It's Diane's turn. This is going to be like a last-ditch move for her, pretty much. She grabs the hammer, holds it horizontal in both of her hands. You can see it start to it looks like it's almost magnetizing. Like the earth and the rocks and the ground beneath you start like building up, gravitating towards both ends of this hammer. And they're stacking up just incredibly tall all around you as the earth begins shifting. And she's shaking. She's just eyes closed, focused super hard on trying to do what she's doing. And she raises her hammer up high above her head, still in that horizontal fashion, and you see the earth and the ground, it all just like levitates for a brief moment, picks up off the ground about 10 feet in the air, and she starts to slam her hammer down back into the ground, what would be bludgeoning you with tons of earth and dirt.
Okay.
But before she can bring it down, something blocks her path. Another hammer comes through the smoke and stops her from being able to slam the hammer down into the ground. And you look up and see all of this dirt hovering in the air above your face, and standing next to Diane is your good friend Gorzulio.
Yes! The 3 hammers! Yes! This is all I wanted.
He is wearing no shirt, blue tattoos all over his chest and arms. And as he steps forth and blocks that shot, you see more barbarians and troops run past the bubble, working towards more of Valisar's minions and troops that are coming through these portals.
Awesome. He survived
He did.
with Maelstrom.
He's got it. And he kind of looks at you and just like gives you a nod in agreement. And
I nod right back.
at that point, Diane can no longer sustain her attack, and all the rocks just fall to the ground
Awesome.
harmlessly. Sherwood, you're a bear,
I am.
and it's your turn.
Roar.
I can feel my bear form slowly going away from me. I'm going to try and bite and claw again.
Okay.
To death mares. 18.
That's a hit.
10
Okay.
damage. 13.
13 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Just the bite.
Yep, much in the same manner. You reach over and bite his arm as he's got it around your neck. He doesn't even pull back this time. He just keeps squeezing, trying to choke the life right out of you.
Sure.
That brings us to Brenna, unless you want to do anything else. Okay.
Is prayer in action?
Depends on how you want to use it. Like, do you want to take a moment to say, like, an actual thought-out targeted prayer? Or is it just more like a generic...
Or like sweet baby Savannah?
Yeah, just...
No, it's a target.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's an action.
And can I do a bonus action with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Okay, Ophelia. I know you don't have a lot of faith in us, but this is your daughter. Don't you care about your daughter and her people? You need a lot of help, and this is your amulet. Please pull through for me. I'm the only one on this planet who believes in you. And then I feel like Sherwood is feeling a little residual inspiration
Okay.
from the song that I sang to him. So I'm just going to give him a D8 and count it as bardic inspiration from the past.
Okay.
I'm still counting it as bardic inspiration, so I'm sticking to the rules.
Giving it to him now.
But I'm not singing again, so I'm just going to give him the D8 and
That's
call
fine.
it good. Okay, great. Thanks. Glad we have this talk. Here you go.
Thank you.
I'm
So-
feeling really inspired for that song as well.
It's that final episode. You're like, I'm going to do this. So
Just let it happen.
hey, you're fine.
I am following
On
the
the
rules.
other side of this napkin is a number.
I'm following the rules. I'm just messing with the chronology.
You are so me right now.
Yep. It's my last chance to be you. My one shot. One opportunity.
So, okay. That's fine. I have zero issue with that.
Thank you, Reed.
Greg,
Okay,
you look up and Gorzulio has stepped in to save your life.
so awesome. Can I reach Diane?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to reach her, and I'm going to go ahead and level some attacks against her.
Okay.
I want to make it clear. I don't know what her health is at or anything.
Yep.
I'm assuming she's formidable, but I want to make it clear I don't want to kill her.
Oh, okay.
I want to...
Non-lethal blow at the end.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But I am using the hammer that breaks. That is 12.
12 is unfortunately a miss.
Okay. There we go. 25.
That hits.
Just a regular old 25. 15 damage.
Okay. So for your first attack, you are getting up and about ready to swing when all of that debris and rocks that she had floating overhead kind of displaces you a little bit. You have to jump out of the way, so you're not able to make any type of solid contact at all. But after darting to the side, planting your feet, you're able to really put your weight behind this one.
Cool.
And you club her right in the ribs.
Okay.
She feels it too.
Cool.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. You're holding on something. I can tell over there.
I am. I don't think I've action surged yet this fight.
I don't believe
so
you have.
I'm kind of waiting. I don't want to use it too soon.
Okay. Fair enough. Akio.
I kneel down.
Oh.
I rip another patch off.
Oh my gosh.
I hold it in front of my face and I say, "Be good to me."
I think they've been pretty good.
I throw it at Death Maros.
You're not even really a wizard anymore.
No.
It's the
You're just a guy with a weird coat.
I'm a tailor. It's 100. Okay.
You haven't even rolled anything yet.
Oh, 48.
Another horse.
It's a donkey.
Yeah, it's another horse.
Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan.
It's America. It's the horse.
So I don't know, man. All right.
I feel like your reaction should definitely be Death Mirror's reaction. It's like, are you?
Yeah, it's just like it's just thing after thing. Roll me 2d10s.
9.
Okay. A horse bludgeons him in the head as it goes sailing past him, and he takes like a horseshoe to the face. He hasn't released his grip on Sherwood. He honestly doesn't even care about the horse. But now there are two horses just kind of like walking in circles in this circle. So
I'm dying to know what's in those saddlebags.
Oh gosh. Anything else, Akio?
No.
Great. It is Westra's turn, and she is all of a sudden brought back into memories of her time in the hideout, the old Pineapple Gang hideout. Mm-hmm. Specifically how the only friend she had before you guys came back was Douglas. Mm-hmm. And she realizes that you're just creating horses out of thin air somehow. And this is a super dangerous place for them to be. So she real quick throws out both her hands and a larger portal appears. And on the other side, you see the stables from the Pineapple Gang area. And she kind of like directs them and slaps their butts, and the two horses go running in to the stables. And then
I go, my boys!
She goes, what are you thinking? We can't bring horses out here. They're going to get hurt.
Those were worth money.
They're safe so long as we are alive to go retrieve them. Focus up, man.
I rip another patch
Oh,
off.
gosh. Last patch. Going all in. So, that is the end of the initiative order. All right, so these barbarians and even the druids, they're starting to really like come into the fold and move out of their pincer maneuver and move further west across the battlefield. Everyone's just kind of moving in unison. People really feel unified, and even though that they aren't unified under the banner that Valasar would wish them to be unified under, they're actually working together for maybe the first time in history. It's kind of a sight to behold right now. Mm-hmm. And they start working their way through this battlefield, taking down the enemy forces left and right. Valasar, he's done. He's done with this. He takes to the skies, flies higher and higher into the amber sky, and he disappears behind the smoke and the flames of battle. And he's up there for 10, 15 seconds, and you have no idea where he went to. Then, in a flash, you see his giant flaming sword cut through the fog as it comes hurtling down towards the ground below. Sylvana wearily but quickly bends back down, covers you guys once more, and looks at the five of you as tears start to fill her eyes, and she opens her mouth to say something, but right as the words would come out, the sword makes impact with the ground, and the sound of the earth just shattering under your feet is deafening. The very foundation of Brandis just twists and breaks into thousands of enormous pieces. Creates these massive craters and rifts so vast that entire cities and villages could just be swallowed whole all around you. As the dust settles, all that remains, for as far as you can see, is your perfectly untouched 30-foot circle of earth around you, and then just like endless destruction. The projection of Sylvana is nowhere to be seen. Milo lays unconscious on the ground, the amulet just dormant on his chest, not lighting up at all. And all around you there are bodies scattered in heaps, piles, dead, injured, you don't know. But now you are directly exposed. So,
this is the last turn, guys. Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them. That would be the north side of the table speaking.
Yep. So, it is Death Marrow's turn. And he picks himself up off the ground. He throws the bear back down on the ground. And he kind of like recoils from this blast that, nearly took out an entire mountain range. And he's angry, and he's breathing heavily, and his hair's all messed up. And he leaves the bear behind, and he walks across what's left of this untouched ground. And he bends down, and he picks up Westra by the neck. and he squeezes tight and begins choking the life from her. And he says, "Open up a portal to the plane of the damned, or I will torment what remains of your soul for all of eternity." And you can hear just the seething hatred for the five of you in his words as his hands grip tighter and tighter around Westra's neck. And her eyes start to flitter and roll to the back of her head. And finally, before unconsciousness, she nods real quick, and Death Maros releases his grip just enough to allow her to breathe back in a little bit. And Westra clenches her fist together, and her suit begins to glow as it charges up. And when she's formed that connection, she opens her hand, and a portal appears directly behind them. And on the other side, it's the plane of the damned, dark, but you can just feel the evil presence emanating from the tear. Death Maros turns over his shoulder and he sees the portal. And then he shouts at Diane to grab the druid, to grab the bear. And Diane walks over to Sherwood. And
Do I get an opportunity at that?
you can try.
Okay. Critical fail.
Okay. So, you're recovering from the blast. Your ears are ringing. Everyone's kind of just out of it right now. And so Diane walks over to Sherwood and punches the bear right in the face, which
Knocks me out.
causes you to go back into gnome form. And then she just picks you up by the cloth on your back, and she stows her hammer behind her. And right as she's about to pick you up off the ground and carry you towards Death Maros, Westra slams the back of her head into Death Maros' nose, causing his nose to break. But it also causes him to tumble backwards and kind of lose their balance. So he starts falling backwards with Westra in tow. He's got his arm around her neck, almost like in a chokehold position at this point. And as they both tumble towards the ground, they start falling head first into this portal that Westra had created. Westra looks back at the five of you. And she's crying. Her eyes are filling with tears. And she closes her fist, severing the connection between you guys and the plane of the damned. And what's left of their bodies just slumps down. They're cut right below the collarbone. And they slump to the ground with the deafening, lifeless thud. The lower two-thirds of Death Maros' body begins convulsing and turning into ash and decay before evaporating and crumbling in front of you guys. What's left of Westra does nothing.
Brenna looks at Sherwood.
Wow.
It is Sherwood's turn.
And she says, "Let's go."
What does that mean?
Look, we've been sitting on the north side of this table for a long time. I don't know what it means.
Wonder Twins.
I was like, do you guys know something the rest of us don't?
we talked. No, I don't know.
This seems hopeless.
With that attitude, yeah.
I'm gonna get up and kind of dust myself off a little bit, and I'll speak to Brenna. And
Okay. Valasar is still up in the clouds.
Yeah.
You don't know where
Okay.
he's at.
Brenna, I've seen that day so many times that I can't even. I don't. It's in me. It's a part of me now, and I closed my eyes for a really long time to not look at it and not be, to not see it, And something said to me to open my eyes and look for the good in that day, for something. And I need you. I need us. I need time. And he just drops to his knees and he starts reciting the wish spell.
What?
As he's reciting, Brenna kneels down next to him. And she puts his sweet little gnome face in her hands. And she goes, do you know what the good of that day was? Keep reciting.
I'm reciting.
Okay. And she says, the good of that day was you proved your friendship to us. You sacrificed yourself for us. My dad's not dead. My dad's fine. You sacrificed yourself again for my dad. You are good. You are a hero. You can do this.
And as she says that, Sherwood begins going through the motions of completing the wish spell. It's a long process, but something he has seen 5,362,489 times. A row, again and again, over and over, looking down at that wish spell before eating it. He has memorized every single piece of that spell with absolute certainty and perfection. So as Brenna kneels down in front of Sherwood, face in his hands, and Sherwood is just eyes closed, saying the words, acting out the motions with his hands, Valasar lands softly next to your platform. Not aggressive, not as a show of force. His massive wings clear away this mountain of dust and debris that's kind of filled the space after the impact. He dislodges his sword from the earth and burns bright red hot. It's almost like burning away any impurities and stuff that had been picked up on it along the way. He looks down at your group and he just shakes his head. He says, take a look around you. He just kind of gestures to everything around. The Heroes of Highrock? Who have you saved this day? What has all your pride and heroics gained you? The deaths of all these people is on you. This all could have been avoided if you simply cast aside your arrogance and submitted to the true ruler of this world. And where is Sylvana? Where is your savior? It is a pity. We could have done such great things together. As he finishes monologuing, so to speak, he raises his sword, burning bright red in his hands, over his head with both hands on the hilt, and he brings it down with everything he's got. And Greg, I'm going to give you the opportunity to act right here.
Greg grabs, he holds the hammer in his hands tighter.
Okay.
And he runs towards Valasar's sword.
Okay.
And to the point where he wants to make sure it's going to impact him before anyone else.
Oh, okay.
And his goal is to meet the sword with his hammer.
Edge to edge.
Using his Beseech ability.
To destroy an object or structure.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Love it. Greg, you charge up there. And right as this sword that is pretty much blocking out most of the horizon around you is coming down, you, with both hands, thrust your hammer up high into the sky, and it meets Valasar's swords right on the edge of the blade. Just milliseconds before it would strike down you and the rest of your friends. You feel this great energy, intense, powerful energy just course through you, starting at your feet, working our way up your body, through your arms and hands, before extending through the hammer itself into the mighty sword. You see all of the hammers around you begin to glow with a bright light as you extend yours up towards the heavens. And it's almost like building the power of all three of them together, you make impact with this sword, and the energy just erupts like a volcano. The pent-up energy transfers from the hammer to Valasar's weapon, and it just detonates. A fiery explosion fills the area, and you're standing there. The blast almost parts around you in like a V shape. So you're just standing at the full force of all of this blast and all of this energy as everything around you and behind you is spared. Diane puts up her hammer to try and block the blast, but the fire just consumes her, burns through her as quickly as like it was nothing at all. And after 5 seconds, the flames finally subside, and there is nothing left of the female dwarf. Just the hammer sits in its place, and Valisar stands there, hands empty, looking down in astonishment. As he stands there, suddenly you see vines and ropes spring up from the ground all around this Deva battle mage. It starts wrapping around his arms and legs, and they start pulling taut back towards the earth. And you turn back to face the city, and you see hundreds of Brandis citizens back on their feet, shaken, badly injured, but they are not yet defeated.
Dude.
Is my dad there?
Your dad's there.
Okay. That's all I got right.
They stand with you guys, and they form their ranks once more to create another barrier as these druids and wizards begin to uproot the earth around Valisar, trapping him in place. From the cracks in the ground all around you and Valisar, the fish creatures begin climbing up him, swarming all around him like insects. And they just start stabbing into him with their knives, with their swords, with their spears, everything they got. And at that moment, Sherwood, your eyes shoot open. They glow bright white.
Whoa.
Brenna takes a step back and stands up and kind of like gives you space. And you walk forward towards Valisar, look up at the creature. What do you wish for, Sherwood?
I get to wish for anything.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, this is the worst.
To kill a Keo.
I wish to push a Keo off an eagle again for infinity.
I look at him directly and I say, I wish for you to live the rest of your days as a tree, the most beautiful tree in all of Brandis, that will bloom every year on this date, as a reminder to us and to you of your defeat.
All right.
Did you make that up? My man.
I've cried 7 times today.
Sherwood, as the words escape your mouth, Valisar's knees begin to grow weak. They buckle underneath him. The tension from the vines pulls his body towards the ground, and it lays him flat on his back. The flame from his wings, they begin to dim entirely until they've just gone out altogether. And then the earth around him begins to shift and sway, enveloping him, kind of like the ocean's tide rolling in. And it forms up all around his body until only a small portion of his chest and face are exposed. He begins gasping for air. He's choking on dirt that's filling his lungs. And as he does, suddenly this massive tree trunk bursts forth from his chest and rises high into the sky. Large branches form from the top of the tree to support the weight of this massive canopy of leaves and flowers that start forming at the top. The dirt near the base finally covers the body of the battle mage entirely, and all of a sudden grass and wildflowers begin to sprout and spread all throughout the landscape of Highrock. The red haze in the sky is dissipating and starting to be replaced with a vibrant blue hue. The clouds part, revealing the first bit of sunlight, a little beam shining right on the tree. It feels like it's the first time this land has seen sun in centuries. It feels like a lifetime. And about 200 feet further up the mountain, a smaller tree springs to life near this small collection of boulders. And you hear the sound of a man screaming as he's plucked up off the ground by his cloak and suspended above the ground. Looks familiar, Brenna. But Valisar's been defeated, you guys.
Dude!
We did it!
Greg falls to his knees just looking at the tree and like tears streaming down his face.
I walk very purposefully towards the man.
You approach the man 200 feet further up the mountain. A tree branch grew underneath his cloak and picked him up off the ground. He's like hanging there like a marionette.
I draw my rapier.
He goes, hey.
No.
Hey. You spared me once before. I deserved death back then. I deserve it now. If you kill me now, you're a bad person.
I look at Grayek. I look back at Tegan, and I go, 3 strikes, you're out. And I pierce him in the heart.
Your rapier plunges through his chest and sticks into the back of the tree. You leave it embedded in the bark and turn and walk away, leaving his body to hang there.
I leave the rapier.
Greg nods.
And I go, is that a good line?
It's as good as anything I've ever said.
It's as good as it gets.
Never sounds as good when you say it as it does in your head.
And I go, but that was really good!
Were you referring to something? 3
I
strikes,
think-
you're out?
I think we should invent a sport in which you try 3 times, and if you fail 3 times, you're out.
I don't know. I think my dice game's a little better than that.
As you walk back down the hill, Brenna, you begin to see just a wave of people just charging you guys. All the forces of Valsar, anyone that was left, has collapsed, evaporated, burned into a heap. A few familiar faces move through the crowd. And a contingent of female dwarfs dressed in robes going site to site,
The clerics.
casting their holy magic, trying to bring anyone back that they can, sustain any injuries or wounds. Joined with them is a human that you haven't seen for quite some time,
Edwin.
a cleric of a different name.
Can I hug him?
You can run up and hug him, absolutely.
I hug him.
Greg's gonna go over to Milo.
Okay.
Is he still on the ground, like unconscious?
He's conscious, but he's lying curled up in a ball.
Greg's gonna pick him up.
Okay.
You did good, lad. You did good.
The faintest little dog howl.
And Greg's gonna go sit under the tree holding Milo.
Okay.
And just rest. For the first time.
What feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
Akio, you walk over to Westra's corpse. You feel a slight tinge of something deep within your soul.
I'm gonna reach down.
Okay?
I'm gonna close my eyes and like reach out and touch her corpse and like close my eyes and focus. So like everything gets tuned out.
The chaos, the cheering, the crowds of people, it all just kind of fades away. And in the absence, you hear just a faint little voice say, "Is that you, Akio?"
Thank you for sacrificing yourself, but I can't leave you there. It's time to come home.
As you say the words, you begin to feel like the essence of your being split and fracture a little bit and be transferred through touch to Westra. And much in the same way that Dathmeros' body disintegrated and evaporated right before your eyes, you see ash and smoke and ruins start to form what's left of the gaps of her body. And after a few seconds, it finally coalesces into a solid figure, and eyes shoot open, and breath fills her lungs, and she's breathing heavily, looking around, and then she stops and looks up at you, and without saying a word, she knows what happened, and she knows what you did, and she just stands up and hugs you. Picks you up off the ground, spins you around, hugs you.
I hug her back.
Okay.
Oh, affection.
And
Yeah, ship that, please.
after our embrace, I'm gonna say like she walks away to go see the group. I'm gonna reach in my bag and pull out a letter that I've been carrying since the very beginning.
Yes, you have.
And I'm going to like just unfold the top part and look down at it, and it's Natsu's writing. And I say, I hope this makes up at least a little bit for what happened to you. And then I like conjure a fireball in my hand.
Sure.
And burn it.
And in a similar visual imagery, the letter turns into ash and decay in your hand and floats into the breeze. Greg, you're approached by many, many people wanting to celebrate with you. Well-wishers, citizens happy to still have their lives. Busting through the crowd is a familiar dwarven face. He runs up to you.
I'm gonna give Milo to one of the clerics.
Sure.
Make sure like he's taken care of.
Sure.
Brenna comes and takes Milo.
Okay.
And he grabs you by the shoulders and he picks you back up. Picks you up to your feet. Looks at you eye to eye, dead level. And he says,
This is the hope that I knew you had in you, boy.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, it's your dad? Oh, I thought it was just a dwarf.
Yep. Greg hugs him. Like the kind of hug, like, it's like he's a kid again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just buries his head in his dad's shoulder and beard
and
weeps.
Milo, as you are standing next to Brenna, holding her hand, you hear off in the distance, somehow through all the noise, several small barks.
I mean, Milo.
Several small barking
I don't know why
sounds.
this is making me emotional. It's just so
You have a
sad.
son.
They come charging through the crowd, run up right to you, and lick your face violently. They're jumping up, scratching at you, trying to get you. I mean, everyone wants your attention, but the dogs most of all. And running up after them, standing behind the dogs, is Deb and Gordon.
Why'd you say it like that?
That's how he
He
said
said
it
it
when
the
he
first
first
time.
introduced
The
him.
first time.
Deb and Gordon.
I'm just gonna run and hug him.
Deb
Yeah.
picks you up and just hugs you tighter than you've ever been hugged before. And she says, I don't know why you're here. I've been crying and scared for weeks, but it was the right call. I can't believe it, but the world needed you more than we did that day. So, this has been Sneak Attack.
Yikes.
Volume 1.
Well, yeah, Volume 1.
Gosh, I can't believe we're here.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Sad.
156 episodes. I don't know how we got here. Well, I do know how. It's because of you guys. Let's be real.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
But
Because of everybody listening right now.
oh my gosh. First off, I have to thank our fans. Like I said, we would not have made it 156 episodes without you guys.
Man, yeah.
I remember I was on the phone with Dan when we were, I think we maybe had one session recorded or we were just talking about it before we'd even hit record once. And
We
he-
went to lunch,
that's what
and
it
I
was.
just started getting into podcasts,
Yeah.
and you were asking if I would be interested at all in trying to play another D&D game.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even have people in mind.
And as we were talking about it, we were getting ourselves excited about the idea of it.
Yeah.
And I remember the words ring very true in my head. Dan said, "This could be something huge," and I said, "No way." I said, "We'll be lucky if we get a few hundred followers, 200 followers max." And it's not about the numbers, but just like it's about how just aggressively and passionately you guys have clung on to this.
Oh.
From the very beginning. We hit our total
Yeah.
projected numbers in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's just been a skyrocket since then.
I think the thing that blows me away is even talking to other creators in our genre. I don't think we have the largest audience, but we have the most.
It's not even close.
Devoted,
Not
like-
even close.
You guys always show up and you're so engaged, and it makes us feel like our characters matter, like
Yeah.
our stories matter. Like
I remember after, because we had the first 2 episodes sitting in our pockets for a while.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yep, and we had it edited, and I remember Reed sent them to us, and Josh and I were laying in bed listening to them, and we looked at each other, and we were like, we could do this.
Yeah.
People might actually listen to us.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool moment, and it's I don't think even in that moment we realized what was going to happen.
No.
I think the first time we got an email or a message on Twitter, someone saying like that our story provided some kind of like thing for them, like in a dark time of their life, like
life's been crappy lately.
Remember
but you're something I look forward to.
Yeah,
every
the first
week.
time we got one of those messages, I remember thinking like, "Oh, that's weird." You know what I mean? That's weird. We didn't expect that, but that has been but then it became a regular occurrence, and it just blows me away that this ended up becoming more than just a goofy doofy endeavor, but it actually was like being a positive force in people's lives.
So, to all of you, anyone who
everybody's a part of that.
Yeah, that's not a small group of people. That's everybody. Every single person, every single download, every single listener contributes to this community, and we cannot thank you guys enough. For me, I have the most incredible privilege in the world of playing with 4 of the best players a guy could ever ask for. They are passionate, devoted. They come to the table having thought about what they want to do. They know where their character wants to go. They're providing content and lore and helping build the story way beyond what I could have ever contributed to it. And I know I don't say it enough, but holy friggin' crap. Thank you guys for joining me each week. I thank the fans all the time, but thank you guys.
Thank you, Reed.
The 4 of you.
Yeah, thanks, Reed. Thanks for creating a world in which we can come up with lore and characters that have deep backgrounds, and for working with us when we tell you that we have an idea for where our character's going to go and making it come to fruition. I know you've done that for all 4 of us, and some of us a couple of times, Danny.
But for real, like you say, it wouldn't be here for everyone listening and all that, but there'd be no podcast idea, no story, no anything if it wasn't for all the time and thought that you've put into this. Like, you've told a great story, and
Appreciate
I think
that, man.
I think I speak for all of us that we're privileged, man, that we got to be a part of
definitely.
this.
Oh,
I appreciate that. Thank you guys. So, well, this is sad. It's not the end. I said at the beginning, if you stick all the way through, you're going to hear what we got planned for the future. And what I'm very excited to share with you guys is that this is not the end of Sneak Attack.
Nope.
This is the end of Sneak Attack Volume 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What that means is that Volume 2 is coming.
We're coming back, baby.
We don't have a scheduled launch date yet, but we're not going to take a year off. I can promise you that. We're going to take a few months off, really gather our thoughts.
We've gone
figure out-
nonstop for 3 years.
3 years almost to the day. 3 years almost to the day that we've been doing this every week.
No breaks.
It was I left a graduation party after my first year of teaching to record, and I will be going to my first graduation party tomorrow for my 4th year of teaching. So it's been literally 3 years.
We've had
nonstop.
2 kids, 1 on the way, marriages, moves, new cars, car accidents, speeding tickets, life stuff, but job changes, everything.
Yeah, seriously.
And now we're just gonna take a little bit of time to reflect, to rebuild, to gather ourselves, and we're gonna come back with Volume 2, set in space, an original sci-fi adventure, and we're super stoked about it, man. With as much time as we've all been putting into getting Volume 1 wrapped up and really put a good nail in the coffin on it, I think we've all been spending equal amount of time, a lot of time, thinking about the future and what that means for the show and our new characters, this new setting, this new world. And man, we're really excited to start peeling back those layers. So what does that mean? First and foremost, stay subscribed to this feed. So over the next couple weeks, we're going to release an epilogue episode, which will detail where the characters are at X amount of years in the future. Did they ever achieve their dream of opening a noodle shop?
I hope so.
I'd like to think so.
But we won't know
Dream on,
until the epilogue.
So just come back. I don't know if it'll be a week from now, but
It'll happen.
it'll happen. Also, I'm very, very, very excited to announce we're going to do a third mailbag episode that will allow you guys to ask any questions that you thought, man, Reed, you suck. Why didn't you
Tie up this.
loose end?
I got some questions.
You got a
Reed.
beef that needs squashed.
Let's squash that beef.
Figure out what you wanted with what characters or
So
anything.
in the episode description for this episode will be a link to the Google form where you can submit your question for our third mailbag Q&A episode.
And your beef squash.
Yeah, the third mailbag / beef squash. And so please, please, please do that. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a nice little retrospective look back at everything we've done for the last 3 years, as well as a nice way to just really put a good bow on this story. So epilogue episode, Q&A episode, and then along the way, we might release some fun stuff. Lore that maybe we didn't have time to dive into along the way. I know Josh and Kelsey have worked on several stories within the world of Brandis that never saw the light of day before now, but that doesn't mean they can't still be shared. So, and then definitely, please, guys, follow us on Twitter. That is going to be where we're probably going to be drip feeding most of this new Volume 2 content. So we don't want to make it exclusive to our patrons on Patreon because the show is way more than that. Mm-hmm. It's way more than just the people that donate, and we don't want to exclude anybody. So follow us on Twitter at Sneak Podcast. You can stay up to date with everything that we're doing. I'm going to be posting cool stuff for like new classes I'm making for Volume 2, new races I'm making for Volume 2. We've got the same guy who did the artwork for the Podcast of Foes episode is doing artwork for some of the new races we're creating.
Adam Kovar.
Adam Kovar. Follow him at Adam Kovar Art on Twitter. There's just a lot of stuff on there, and we don't want you guys to miss out. So stay subscribed to this feed. We might even just post like updates, like, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's kind of the timeline of what we're thinking, and then maybe just a quick chat session with everyone to see how we've been. So
for those of you on the Patreon, the Patreon isn't going to die either.
We're
going to keep putting stuff up there, and for any of you who are interested, you'll still be able to find new stuff.
There will actually be a wealth, a lot more content on the Patreon than on Twitter. So while we don't want to exclude anybody, we do want to reward those who are still contributing and still following us on Patreon. So we're going to be releasing more in-depth looks at classes, more in-depth look at races, some of the worlds that are
for Volume 2.
Yes, for Volume 2. So, like I said, despite the fact that Volume 1 is done, that does not mean we are done. So, as always, guys, you know how to reach us. Yeah. Twitter at Sneak Podcast, podcast reviews, email mail at sneakpodcast.com.
We're getting close to 1,000 podcast reviews.
It's insane. It's insane.
Wow.
I look at shows like hyper established shows from way more popular creators than us that have been around longer. It's like 200 reviews. That again, we don't have the biggest community. We have the most passionate community, and I'm so proud of you guys. So, thank you for sticking with us for 156 episodes. Thank you for sticking around this extra long episode. It has been an absolute joy and privilege to say that I am Reed, your host and DM of this original D&D adventure. To my left, we have
Akio.
Brenna.
Sherwood Milo.
And Greg.
Thank you, everybody.